Hello, I'm Jody Wolf. You're watching Expoz, January 15, 2016 at 2:36 a.m. in Birmingham. Topic, what time is it? And that what time is what a lot of people are looking for. They're looking for the time. You know, what's going on? What's going to be the signs of the times? Well, they're here. All the signs are here. There's several things that cannot take place until the church has left. But let me throw this in here. Jesus died 33 AD. And that means 2033, he will have been dead for 2,000 years. Well, there may be some years missing here and there by the Jewish calendar and Gregorian calendar, our calendar. And it may account for some of those loose years. It may not. But the point is, there's nothing that needs to happen, no events, no prophecies, nothing needs to happen that prevent the rapture of the church from occurring. And again, 2,000 years will be 2033. And if you count 7 back from there, 2026. And it's 2016 today. I do not believe, not for a minute, that the church will be here for 10 more years. The way things are going, it cannot be here 10 more years. It can't be. And I say that for multiple reasons. You have to have time for the Antichrist to come to power, for all to be given to him, religious and political. He has to have control. The UN works for him. The United States will have a leader that answers to him. It's like he's in charge and he puts governors where he wants them. And they're not going to be presidents because he makes the calls and the changes, not the leaders of those countries. So all this will have to be given over to him when he comes. Then you have to have everything put into place to start implementing the mark of the beast. The Bible calls it the mark of the beast. And that is the 666 that'll be in the right hand or in the forehead. Well, as I mentioned to you a few weeks back, Compass, BBVD, sent me a new card that had the chip in it. And I told them I didn't need a new card. And they said, well, you got to have it. We have to give it to you. That's what we're told. And I'm assuming that everyone will be getting that card very near future if you hadn't already. But it's just a card for now. But look at the supercomputers. How much data are they getting on people every day? Easy. Millions of bits, millions of pieces of information. And hearing what they can do. And if you go to Prophecy in the News and you look up, I'll think of his name, and Billy Crone, look up Billy Crone, Prophecy in the News, and go in there and find Drones Part 1 and Drones Part 2. This is the little thing that you play with and flies around. Well, personal drones have reached the cost of $15,000 that will carry, or $12,000 that will carry 15 pounds. And the day is probably very near. I'm going to say easily within 2 years that the drone will carry you. Right now, the personal drone has a ceiling limit of 400 feet. And it doesn't have a latitude or a range or parallel distance as far as, but I think it's all line of sight with your handheld controller. I don't know if it all is working off the GPS and the satellite or not. I have one. I will go out here on the next decent day and I'll do a 3 or 4 minute takeoff right here and let it kind of turn and go up and let you see what 400 feet looks like above here. It's big. I mean, the area is huge. If you're looking straight down, if you pan straight out, well, I can see the sunset about 5 minutes after it's set because I'm 400 feet up. Anyway, point is, these drones are going to play a major part in policing you and me. That's right. They are going to be used by police departments. I can verify that for you myself. They'll be used by police departments, and they'll be used by farmers. For example, a farmer sits on his porch, instead of walking that 1,000 acres he farms, or that 640, which is a hectare or whatever they call it, he'll just fly that little drone out there, and in 5 minutes, 6 minutes, he knows where it needs more water, where it needs less water. He knows where it needs more spray on it. Even a drone will be available by the end of this year that he can set on his porch. And when you fly a drone and you mark the GPS and then the coordinates and then let it make a U-turn and come back, it may spray a 40-foot wide area at a height of only 20 feet, 30 feet, and then move over 80 feet and spray another 40-foot wide path. Instead of paying airplanes to do this, that farmer can do it with a drone. So a drone will be used by power companies to scout their power lines to see where there may be troubles, be used by railroads to fly ahead to see if tracks are covered. The drone is going to be a major part of this world, a major part of you and I. For example, I have been wanting for a long time to do a shoot on the product I make called the Wolf Bandit. It's face protection for bikers, made out of leather and naugahyde, whichever one you want. But the cost to do a 30-second to a minute YouTube blog, I'm looking at $2,000-$3,000, maybe more. I gotta have a helicopter. I gotta have a really nice camera. I can spend $1,200 on a drone with a 4,000K camera and do it all. And my total output was $1,200. And I got that drone where I can go to my neighbors, hey, you need some outline of your property, I'll take some pictures, up here for you. You can sell it, you can use it, you can market it, you can make money off of it. Drones will be a major part of this country, of every country. And also, they'll be used in war soon, probably by the end of this year. They're already being used, bigger ones, but they're going to get them down small. In fact, the blog I told you to go look at, probably in the news, he's already saying that they're now working on a size smaller than a fly. And then the host said, you mean like a mosquito? He said, exactly. Not only will they fly, land on you, and pop a little bit of blood out of you and get DNA and you didn't even know it. So they're here. They're going to be used. It's changing our world, and it's coming quickly. And this is how quickly things are speeding up. This is another thing. From up there and from a police car, they can see in your house where you are by the heat signature. And you can't hide. You cannot hide. Once they tag you for some reason, maybe you have something that you've done wrong and they know it, so they finally tagged you. Flying above, now they have to use a helicopter or a small aircraft. But in next 2 or 3 months, they'll be able to use the drone to do the very same thing with infrared cameras. They'll see right through your roof, see the very spot in the house where you sit. It's coming. It's coming. All this technology is not waiting on the rapture of the church. And the rapture of the church is not waiting on it. So they're not tied together, except I believe we'll be gone, because this is when people will start being really, really like you're in prison in your own neighborhood, your own county, your own state. Look for it. It's here and it's coming and it's going to change your world. Jody Wolf Expoz.